welcome to another episode of Raman Reasons. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about the fantastic performance of the Indian women's team on the tour of England. They have just completed the T20 series, but before I go any further, I'd like to request our first time visitors to subscribe to the channel and also press the like button. And for those who've been regular visitors to this channel, keep pressing the like button and also pass the word around about the content that's being put out on this channel. Getting back to the Indian Women's Tour of England, they finished the T20 series. They played 5 matches and they won by a margin of 3-2. In fact, the last game was won by England on the very last ball of the innings, chasing a target, and it has been fantastic for the Indian women because this is the first time they're winning a series abroad, and that too in the T20 format. And it's fantastic for them to put up such performances when they travel abroad. One of the main reasons for this has been the hard work that they've put in over the years. I remember when I took charge of the women's team in 2019, they were of the view that they were not good in the T20 format, but within a year, they went on to do extraordinarily well in a tri-series prior to the World Cup in Australia, and in fact, they even went on to play the finals against Australia in the 2020 World Cup. After that, it's been a great progress from the girls, and the WPL coming into play has made a huge difference because a lot of good talent has been unearthed, and the girls have also got a lot more experience, and they're also constantly improving because they get to play with the best and against the best in the WPL, and that's the reason why these girls have improved tremendously. One of the finds of the WPL last season has been the left-arm spinner Cherney, and she's done extraordinarily well on the tour of England. She's picked up wickets regularly, and she's impressed one and all. In fact, it's been a fantastic performance by the girls because they've all contributed towards the team scores, and it's heartening to see Shafali Verma coming back into the side and scoring runs as well. And I, for one, would always believe that she's a match winner and she must be encouraged and must be made a part of the team in all the three formats because she's done extraordinarily well in the past, and a loss of form does not necessarily mean that she's lost it completely. So it's good to see her put up runs on the board against her name, and that too when a player comes back into the side, does well abroad, it's always a fantastic thing for the player and also for the team. Smriti Mandhana has obviously done extraordinarily well to score a century, and she's one player who's got 100 in all the three formats for the Indians. Deepti Sharma once again proving what a great performer she is for the Indian side, and she's become the highest wicket taker in the T20 format, and she's also reached a milestone of 300 wickets in international cricket. Well done, Deepti, and carry on, Deepti, is all I would like to say because there's a lot more you can contribute to the Indian side in the future as well. Harleen Deol, Jamima Rodriguez, Amanjeet Kaur, and Radha Yadav have made their contributions in the T20 games. And it's a good sign because these are all young cricketers. They've been around for a while, and consistency is something that would serve the team really well. And that's the reason why I've always maintained that cricketers need to be encouraged. They must be played regularly, and they must be given a long rope, especially if it is considered that they are talented enough and they have shown enough of promise in international cricket in their sporadic appearances. The T20 series is done and dusted, and the Indian girls have done well. And now they'll take on their England side in the ODIs. They'll be playing 3 ODIs in the next week, and with the World Cup around the corner, these games assume great significance because England is a very good side, and any good performance against them in their own backyard will provide a great boost to the confidence of the girls. And of course, after they finish that series, they're also scheduled to play ODI series against Australia just a week or so before the World Cup starts. But that is in September. But as of now, they need to try and focus on the series on hand. I'm sure that the confidence that the girls have gained in the T20 format would serve them well in the upcoming ODI series as well. And Smriti Mandhana has been in great nick in this format in the last couple of years. And of course, it's a great opportunity for Harmanpreet Kaur to get back into form because she's got to be firing on all cylinders when India play the World Cup. Because we all know what a match winner she can be, and if she can get back into form and lead from the front, India will have a very good chance of winning the World Cup, especially because they'll be playing in familiar conditions because India is hosting the Women's World Cup and Harmanpreet Kaur will probably be hoping to get back into form and be a lead performer for India in the upcoming World Cup. On the bowling front, the left arm spinners have done well. India has always been dependent on the spinners, especially after the retirement of Julan Goswami and the permanent axing almost of Shika Pandey. Of course, they got to try and encourage Tita Sadhu and Amanjot Kaur because uh, Tita Sadhu can work up good pace. Amanjot Kaur can be a good all-rounder. And of course, Arundhati Reddy, ever since she's made a comeback into the Indian side, is been performing consistently. She may not be quick, but she's quite experienced and she's a multifaceted cricketer, so she needs to be encouraged as well. So this series against England will try and provide a lot of solutions to the team management, and it will also fine tune all the members of the side because they will be playing against a good side, and good performances will obviously boost their confidence individually and collectively. And I'm looking forward to the Indian girls making steady progress in the next few months, and hopefully they'll start with England when they get onto the field on 16th because it's an important series for them. And if they go on to win this series, they would like to obviously carry forward the momentum. And this is something that the Indian girls have been working very hard in the last few years. And of course, they'll all be excited and focused because before long they will be participating in the World Cup in their familiar backyard. And they'll be a lot excited, and they'll also be very, very enthusiastic about ensuring that they go on to win the elusive World Cup. Let's hope the girls strike the right course in England and build on it and go on to win the coveted World Cup. But they need to try and take one series after the other, and that's how they'll obviously plan as well. I wish the girls the very best. So I will have a video about how they do in the ODIs and also as to what they need to do in terms of planning for the World Cup once the ODI series in England is over. Until then, be good and stay safe.